Okay, so Blockbuster was one of the most successful stores in the 1980s, 90s, early 2000s. It sold millions of. I mean, it was most popular. It had everything. You had VHS tapes. You had DVDs. You had video games. They had where they would actually deliver it. They can deliver movies to your house. I didn't never had that happen to me because me and my family in the 1990s, we always went out to go Blockbuster. We most people went out to Blockbuster. We go walk around. They had everything. They had candy. They had candy. They had drinks. They had stuff. A membership card. Unlimited DVDs where you pay like maybe 160 a month or 50 a month. You go in and get your DVDs. You go. You get about 5 rentals. Whatever. They had like a membership cards. They were doing pretty well. In 2004, I remember going up. They said I could get three DVDs a week for free. If I paid like $5 for the whole month. That was amazing. I went back every week to get the three DVDs, and they had a lot of video games for like Nintendo 64, PlayStation. I remember the 90s perfectly. I grew up in the 90s. They had and you keep it for like a week. The video games I think you keep for like what a week. I think they kept it like I think it was 5 day rental, 5 days. And and then you have to return it. If you don't return it, you get it. That's the worst part. If you return it late, they charge you. I made sure my the DVDs was always on time. You have to if they charge you another five. I think it was $10. Five. I mean, if you got one DVD, $5. Two DVDs, $10. Three DVDs, 15. Four DVDs about $20. Not a bad deal. I mean, that's a lot of money because now people are downloading movies. Different times, 1990s. We didn't have social media. We didn't have the internet. You couldn't download movies from the internet. So we had those thick DVDs, those thick VHS players, or those little DVDs. This is before Blu-ray. Then Netflix came along. I think in 2005 or something like that. Netflix came and they were people were using Netflix because Netflix had thousands of movies you can order online, unlimited movies you can order online for free. So this is how Blockbuster lost their popularity. And I mean I used to go. I went from Blockbuster from when I was a child. I remember going from '95 to get the VHS tapes and stuff like that. And up until I think I stopped going when I was like maybe 17. I went from maybe I think 2090. I started going to Blockbuster in '95, and I stopped going in 2008. By that time, Blockbuster nobody was going to Blockbuster, and by 2012, Blockbuster was sold out. No, people stopped going to Blockbuster. People stopped buying the DVD, buying DVDs, and they didn't order. They were losing businesses. By 2012, almost all Blockbusters was shut down. By 2013, every Blockbuster was shut down. Right now it's 2020, and there's only one Blockbuster in the whole world. Netflix became so popular, millions of people, billions of people were signed up for Netflix. And they deliver it to your house. That's the good thing. And people like that streaming movies online. So when people started downloading movies online, using Netflix to order movies online, and streaming movies online, by 2008, 2009, 2007, 6, that's when they started to lose business, Blockbuster, because people were downloading movies. You didn't have to go to Blockbuster. People were just sitting home and downloading movies for free. Um, and now Blockbuster is totally out of business. Right now they're trying to make a nostalgia Blockbuster where people can go to, but that's life. Blockbuster was one of the most popular, was so popular in the 90s. It was doing so well, making millions. They had commercials on TV, but now nobody ever talks about Blockbuster. It's like a thing of the past. It's horrible.